Who are you when the cameras are off? When the gym is empty, when the crowd is gone, when no one's checking on you, who are you then? Because that's where the truth lives. Not in the highlights, not in the post, but in the silence. The world only sees your results, the weight you lift, the body you build, the success you show. But what they don't see are the mornings you don't want to move. The moments when your mind tells you no, and you have to find your own reason to say yes. That's where the real work happens, in the shadows, in the hours nobody claps for, in the pain no one else can feel. So I ask you again, who are you when no one's watching? There was a time I didn't like the answer. I used to talk about goals like they meant something. Say I wanted to be better, but never put in the work. I waited for the perfect moment, the perfect plan, the perfect feeling. But discipline doesn't care about perfect. It only cares about what you do. There's a war happening every day. The war between who you are and who you could be. And the battlefield isn't out there. It's in your head. That voice that tells you, you've done enough. That's the enemy. That's the weakness trying to drag you back to comfort. You can't negotiate with that voice. You have to beat it into silence through action. You want to know what discipline feels like? It's not motivation. It's not fire. It's doing the same thing again and again until it becomes part of you. You wake up early not because it's easy, but because you said you would. You train when you're tired because the old you would have quit and you're not that person anymore. Discipline is doing the hard thing long after the feeling is gone. It's pain, repetition, and silence. But in that silence, you find peace. There's a moment in every workout when your muscles are screaming, lungs burning, sweat pouring down your face, and a small voice says, that's enough. That moment isn't the end. It's the beginning. That's the place where 99% of people quit. And the 1% who push past it, they become something else. They find another gear, not because they're special, but because they made a choice. They said, I won't stop here. That's discipline. It's not talent. It's not luck. It's choice made every single day. The hardest thing in the world isn't lifting weights. It's lifting your standards. It's breaking the habit of being average. It's saying, I'm done lying to myself. Most people never get there because they're afraid to be alone with themselves. They can't sit in silence. They can't face their own reflection. But until you do, nothing changes. The mirror doesn't lie. It shows exactly who you are. And if you don't like what you see, you have two options. Accept it or change it. There was a time I hated mirrors. Not because of what I looked like, but because of what I represented. A man full of excuses. A man who talked more than he acted. A man who blamed the world for what he refused to fix. Then one day, I decided to stop running from that reflection. I stared at it and said, you're the problem, and you're the solution. That's where discipline was born, in that confrontation with the truth. See, discipline isn't built in the gym. It's built in your decisions. Every no to comfort is a yes to greatness. When you walk instead of rest. When you say no to the junk, yes to the grind. When you show up tired, sore, unmotivated, that's where strength grows. And over time, something changes. The pain that once scared you becomes fuel. The struggle that broke you becomes your peace. The grind that others run from becomes your home. You start realizing discipline isn't about control. It's about freedom. Freedom from guilt. Freedom from regret. Freedom from being average. Because average is safe, but it's suffocating. It's a slow death, one excuse at a time. You were not built for comfort. You were built for challenge. That's why the easy path feels wrong, because it is. So when life gets heavy, when your mind starts making deals, remember this. You've been here before. You've faced pain, and you're still standing. You've heard the voice of weakness, and you didn't listen. You are the result of every hard choice you've ever made. So don't stop now. Keep building, keep pushing, keep showing up. The world doesn't need another talker. It needs doers. It needs warriors. It needs people who can suffer in silence and still move forward. That's you. When the music fades, when the gym is empty, when the applause stops, you'll know who you are. You'll know because you'll have earned it. You have built it rep by rep, day by day. That's discipline. That's freedom. That's peace. So I'll ask you one last time, who are you when no one's watching? Because the answer to that question is everything. Stay hard, stay consistent, stay unstoppable,